Hello students, we will begin today's class with a question. Last time we had studied the topic of acceleration and the equations of motion, and this is a question related to equations of motion. A scooter moving at a speed of 36 km per hour is stopped by applying brakes. The acceleration produced is negative 0.5 meter per second. Since it is applying brakes, so the acceleration is in negative, or it is retardation. How much distance is covered? So we have to find the distance here. We are given with 2 or 3 things. The given things are, first is the speed or the velocity. Velocity is given, that is 36 km per hour, and the acceleration is given, that is minus 0.5 meter per second square. So we are given with 2 things and we have to find the distance. First of all, we'll convert the velocity. So that is to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we can multiply it by 5 by 80. So always remember this, that to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, we will multiply by 5 by 18. This makes the calculation easy. And for converting meter per second to kilometer per hour, we will do it vice versa. Then we will multiply it by 18 by 5. तो अभी किलोमीटर पर आवर को मीटर पर सेकंड में चेंज करना, तो 5 by 18 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है, और मीटर पर सेकंड को किलोमीटर पर आवर में करना है, तो 18 by 5 से. ये सिर्फ कैलकुलेशन इजी करने के लिए. सो दिस रिजल्ट्स टू बी 2 एंड दैट इज 10 मीटर पर सेकंड. सो दिस कैन बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू 10 मीटर पर second. The velocity comes out to be 10 meter per second. Now we are given with 2 things, velocity and acceleration, and we know that this is the initial velocity when the car was moving, and we are the question is saying the car is stopped, so the final velocity will be 0 meter per second, and we have to find the distance covered. कि कितना डिस्टेंस उसने कवर किया है. आई रब द क्वेश्चन. Now, according to the formula, I'll use the third formula where we do not need third equation of motion, where we do not need the time. We are given with these 3 things, and by this we can find out the distance. So 2 into 0.5. Instead of a, I'll write minus 0.5 into s. This will be equal to, our initial velocity is 10 meter per second and final is 0 meter per second. So v, that is 0 square minus u, that is 10 square. So this comes out to be 2 into 0.5 comes out to be 1 minus 1 into s, that will be equal to 0 square will be 0 and 10 square will be 100. So this will be negative. So we have both sides negative. We can cancel this out, and the s results out to be 100 meters. S जो हमारा distance निकलता है, that is 100 meters. Today we will study the graphical representation of motion. In the last time we had seen the equations of motion, and today we will study about the graphical representation of motion. First is the distance time graph. Now when a body moves in uniform acceleration, or when the speed is uniform, then the distance covered by the body will be equal in each and every time interval. क्या है, whenever there is a uniform speed जब भी होता है तो जो distance covered होगा, when I represent this side as distance, इसको मैं d फिर distance represent कर रहा हूँ, and the lower one is time. When it's time, अब यूनिफॉर्म मोशन के लिए इट विल बी अ स्ट्रेट लाइन. ये सिर्फ यूनिफॉर्म मोशन के लिए याद रखना, यूनिफॉर्म मोशन के लिए, बिकॉज द स्पीड विल बी ऑलवेज यूनिफॉर्म एंड द डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू द इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम विल ऑलवेज बी सेम. तो हर, ये हमने फर्स्ट क्लास में भी पढ़ा था कि हर इंटरवल पर जब भी हम इसको मेजर करेंगे, द डिस्टेंस ट्रेवल will be equal to the distance or the time interval which it has taken each and every time. So from the distance time graph it is easy to calculate the speed also. Distance time graph से speed को measure करना भी बहुत easy है. Let us understand. This is distance and this is time. In a uniform motion it will be straight line. So I'll mark this point as O, and let us take a point somewhere here, that is X, and I will mark the distance here, that is A, and the time downwards, that is not T, let's take B. So when the body has covered OA distance, the time taken is OB. From this graph we can understand this thing कि अगर OA distance cover किया है, इस बॉडी ने OA distance cover किया है, तो वो कितने टाइम इंटरवल में किया है, OB टाइम इंटरवल में किया है. So how to calculate the speed? Speed is always distance upon time. ये फॉर्मूला हमें पता है. So distance upon time, अगर distance OA है, OA, and the time is OB. The time given is OB. So OA by OB will give us the speed of the particular object that is for which the graph is drawn. अब ये OA को हम चेंज कैसे कर सकते हैं? Now instead of OA I will write, अब ये OA है जो है will be equal to XB, बिल्कुल ही इक्वल होगा. ये OA will be equal to XB. So I can write this as XB upon OB. और XB upon OB क्या होता है? अगर ग्राफ के इसमें ये देखा जाए तो XB ये वाला है और OB इधर है. सो दिस अपॉन दिस विल बी इक्वल टू दी स्लोप, तो ये OX जो है वो उसके बराबर आएगा. सो दिस स्लोप विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज द स्पीड ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट. तो ऑब्जेक्ट का स्पीड जो है वो इस स्लोप पर डिपेंड करता है. तो OB upon XB will give us the speed, and this speed depends upon distance and time, two factors. This happens in the case of uniform motion. Second is the distance time graph for non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. There will be a little variation in this. Now the distance time graph will be a parabola or a curved line. It will be a parabola. वो क्यों है, रीजन क्या है? Now the distance and the time are not equal at each and every interval. फर्स्ट जब हमने यूनिफॉर्म मोशन के लिए पढ़ा था तो इफ आई मेजर आफ्टर एवरी 10 सेकेंड्स, हर 10 सेकेंड बाद मैं मेजर करके देखता हूँ, ठीक है, देन द डिस्टेंस कवर्ड विल बी ऑलवेज इक्वल. जैसे वो 10 मीटर कवर कर रहा है तो वो हर बार 10 मीटर ही कवर करेगा. बट what happens in this case is when non-uniform motion comes, the case totally changes. When we change the time interval, the distance covered also changes. In the first 10 seconds it might be 10 meters, in the next 10 seconds it will be 20 meters. So there is a difference in the distance and the time interval. When we mark any point, like this is 1, 2 and 3, or let us consider as 10, 20 and 30. So after 10 seconds the distance is somewhat, let us assume it will be 5 meters, but the speed changes, there is a variation, and after 10 seconds the distance might be only 8. So there is a variation in the, there is a variation each and every time, or after each and every time interval. So the non-uniform motion is always a parabola or a curved line. It is always a curved line. Second, we will be learning about speed time graph. First we had learned about distance time graph. Now the second is speed time graph. In speed time graph there are 3 categories, and first one is when the speed is constant. When speed is constant और not changing, जब speed कभी change नहीं हो रहा है, uniform speed है. So the graph for this one is when the speed is not changing. इसके लिए ग्राफ कैसे बनेगा? Now this time we are not drawing distance time, we are drawing speed time graph. Speed time graph है ये, and it will be a straight line parallel to the time axis. A straight line parallel to the time axis. क्योंकि यहाँ speed जो है यूनिफॉर्म है या फिर कांस्टेंट है, इट डज नॉट चेंज, तो इसकी वजह से we'll be representing it as a straight line parallel to the time axis, इसके parallel. Now according to the formula we know that speed is equals to distance upon time. Here we are given with speed and time. So to find out the distance, in the last graph we were given with distance and time, and we had found out the speed. Speed हमने निकाला था कि slope है, जितना वो slope होगा उतना speed होगा, लेकिन इसमें हमें speed दिया और time दिया, and we have to find the distance. There may be questions in which we are asked to find the distance. So how we will calculate the distance? I'll mark this point O, A, let this be B, this be C. So I mark the points. Now I am calculating at when the speed is B, when the speed is B and the time is C, at time interval C, what is the distance? Now I am going to calculate this thing. So distance will be speed into time, speed into time. Now at point B, what is the speed? The speed will be OA. The speed यहाँ से शुरू है, speed हम जब यहाँ से देखेंगे तो it will be OA, और constant speed है, कहीं पर भी ले लो point, अगर यहाँ होता तो भी speed OA ही रहता क्योंकि constant speed पर है. So the point here is B and we will be taking the speed as OA. OA ले लिया, and the time will be, time मुझे पता है कि OC, that is OC. So OA or OC, this when these two things are multiplied we will be getting the speed or the distance of the graph, or the distance of the body, the distance the body has traveled. Now when we look closely, OA is this side and OC is that one. अब OA के बदले हम BC भी लिख सकते हैं, तो सेम चीज है, BC into OC. Now when we look at this, BC is this side and OC is this side, या फिर ये वाला भी ले लेते तब भी कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, लेकिन when we look at this, this is a rectangle and this side into this side, that is L into B, and L into B is the area of the rectangle. It is the area of the rectangle. So when we have to find the distance, if we calculate the area of the rectangle, then it will be equal to the distance the body has already traveled. तो कभी भी हमें स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ दिया है और हमें डिस्टेंस निकालने को बोला, then we will be calculating the area of this rectangle, and the area of the rectangle is OA into OC और BC into OC. कोई भी दो साइड ले सकते हैं, that is L into B. क्योंकि हम लोग यहाँ साइड देख रहे हैं तो पता लग गया कि L into B, and L into B is the area of the rectangle. The second one in speed time graph is when the speed is increasing uniformly. When speed is increasing uniformly, जब स्पीड बढ़ रहा हो. पहले में हमने देखा था when the speed was constant, and the second is when the speed is increasing uniformly. So what happens is, this will be a speed time graph, and it will start from 0 and the speed is increasing uniformly. तो speed increase होता जा रहा है, but the starting point is 0. अभी O मार्क किया है, लेकिन ये जो पॉइंट है यहाँ पर स्पीड इसका बिल्कुल 0 है, और 0 से ये इंक्रीज हो रहा है स्पीड. नाउ वी हैड लर्नड व्हेन इट वाज डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ, द स्लोप वाज स्पीड. जब डिस्टेंस टाइम ग्राफ था तो ये जो स्लोप था वो हमें स्पीड बता रहा था. नाउ द ग्राफ इज स्पीड टाइम. अब स्पीड टाइम है तो स्पीड अपॉन टाइम, या फिर द चेंज इन स्पीड अपॉन द टाइम विल बी इक्वल टू द एक्सेलरेशन. ये हमने शुरुआत में पढ़ा था. एक्सेलरेशन विल बी चेंज इन वेलोसिटी अपॉन टाइम, और चेंज इन स्पीड अपॉन टाइम. जिस हिसाब से ये वेरी हो रहा है. नाउ आई टेक अ पॉइंट हियर, लेट इट बी x, लेट इट बी x. इसको मार्क कर लेते हैं. ये a है और ये b. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज, एट स्पीड OA, जब स्पीड OA है तो टाइम इंटरवल विल बी OB, एंड OA को मैं XB भी लिख सकता हूं. सो दैट विल बी XB अपॉन OB विल गिव मी द एक्सेलरेशन ऑफ द बॉडी. स्पीड जो है जैसे वेरी कर रहा है. सो दिस ट्रायंगल, this is the resultant one. So this upon this will give me the slope, और ये slope मुझे दे रहा है that will be acceleration, xb upon ob, xb upon ob. तो ये जो slope मुझे मिलेगा वो acceleration है. This is in the case of when the speed is increasing uniformly, जब भी ये uniformly increase हो रहा है. Now what happens is, अभी हमने ये लेट किया था कि the speed is starting from 0. The speed is starting from 0. But what if we are considering that the speed is not starting from 0? कि अगर वो 0 से नहीं शुरू हो रहा है, मैं एक चलती हुई गाड़ी को नोटिस करने जा रहा हूँ। एक कार है जो पहले से ही मूव कर रहा है, वो कुछ डिस्टेंस कवर कर चुका है, उसके बाद मैंने उसको नोट किया और फिर वहां से मैं उसकी रीडिंग लेना शुरू कर रहा हूँ। सो एट दैट टाइम द स्पीड इज नॉट जीरो, एट दैट टाइम द कार इज एट सम कांस्टेंट स्पीड। वो पहले से ही कुछ कांस्टेंट स्पीड अटेन कर चुका है, फिर वहां से यूनिफॉर्म मोशन में है, सो दिस टाइम द पॉइंट चेंजेस। पॉइंट मतलब इस बार जो स्पीड हमने नोट करना शुरू किया वो जीरो से नहीं है, बल्कि द बॉडी वॉज ऑलरेडी मूविंग। सो द थर्ड केस इज व्हेन इट इज नॉट रियली द थर्ड केस, ये सेकेंड केस का ही एक पार्ट है, तो ये थर्ड केस इसे मत लिखना। व्हेन द कार इज और द ऑब्जेक्ट इज नॉट एट जीरो और द स्पीड इज नॉट एट जीरो, जो स्पीड पहले से ही कुछ अटेन किया हुआ है, उसके बाद फिर ये उसके बाद का हम नोट कर रहे हैं। द ग्राफ विल गिव अस द यूनिफॉर्म एक्सेलरेशन। ये हमें एक्सेलरेशन नहीं देगा, जो स्लोप हमने जैसे पहले वाले केस में पढ़ा था तब भी एक्सेलरेशन दे रहा था, और ये इस बार भी हमें एक्सेलरेशन ही प्रोवाइड करेगा। तो ये एक्सेलरेशन का ये वैल्यू बताएगा। लेकिन अब क्या है, फ्रॉम द स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ वी कैन कैलकुलेट द डिस्टेंस हम लोग निकाल सकते हैं फ्रॉम दी स्पीड टाइम ग्राफ, जैसे हमने पिछले केस में निकाला था। नाउ हियर इट इज नॉट अ रेक्टेंगल बट हियर इट इज अ ट्रेपीजियम दिस टाइम, एक ट्रेपीजियम है, एंड द फॉर्मूला फॉर ट्रेपीजियम इज सम ऑफ टू पैरेलल साइड्स into the height upon 2. So the sum of two parallel sides is O, this time this is OA and XB into XB plus, sorry, this will be sum and this will be multiplied. The height here is OB upon 2. So this will give us the area of the trapezium or the distance traveled. The last one is speed time graph. When the speed is non-uniform. Third and the last one, that is speed time graph when speed is non-uniform. The speed is varying at each and every time interval. So what happens is we get a curved line, just as in the case of the other non-uniform. Distance time was a curved line. Now this area, as in the others, would give us the distance, this area between the curve and the time axis. This would give us the distance of the distance covered by the body. So this is the last one. With the help of a question, we will be learning how to calculate the values for acceleration, speed, time, etc. Now the question is, we are given with a graph and some values are mentioned. It is a speed time graph. We are given that it is a speed time graph, and this is a question from NCERT book. You can easily be able to find it, and we'll solve it right now. So the first part is, what type of motion is represented by OA? OA जो line है, इससे किस type का motion represent कर रहा है? What type of motion is it representing? Since it is a straight line, we know that it is a uniform motion. Now the body is the graph is in the upward direction, or it is a slope. So we know that it is a accelerated motion also. So first one, what type of motion is represented by OA? OA is representing a uniformly accelerated motion. Uniformly accelerated motion. So this will be first. Second question is, what type of motion is represented by AB? AB is also representing a uniform motion, but we can see that at speed, the speed value is constant. जो 6 पर है speed, वो पूरे टाइम A से लेके B तक वो 6 पर ही रहता है. इसमें बल्कि uniformly accelerate कर रहा था. It was accelerating, but here the speed from point A to point B remains 6. So second one, it is the uniform motion but with constant speed. Third question is, what type of motion is represented by BC? BC is representing a uniformly retarding motion. वो accelerate के बदले retard कर रहा है. So third is uniformly retarding motion. Third में retardation दिखा रहा है. ठीक है. The fourth question is, find out the acceleration of the body. हमें acceleration निकालना है. We know that body is accelerating from point O to point A. O से लेके A के बीच में accelerate कर रहा है. And we had learned that slope will be equal to the acceleration. जो भी slope होगा, जो भी slope की वैल्यू होगी, जो OA का वैल्यू होगा, ये जो है इसका जो वैल्यू होगा, that will be equal to the acceleration. So to find this, we'll be using A. I'll mark this point. This is D. हमें टाइम पे वैल्यूज दिए हुए हैं 10, 4 दिया है और यहाँ पर 6 दिया है. इसको मैं F से मार्क कर देता हूँ. So to find out the value of the slope, we'll be using AD upon OD. AD upon OD will give us the slope or the acceleration. Acceleration का वैल्यू वही देगा. So AD is equals to, AD जो है वो 0 से 6, that is 6, and OD will be 0 to 4, that is 4. 3 by 2, that is 1.5 meter per second square. 1.5 meter per second square will be the acceleration. Acceleration हमने निकाला है, that is 1.5 meter per second square. Now the fifth part is calculate the retardation of the body. I expect you to do the question. We have calculated the acceleration. In a similar way, we have to calculate the retardation. Retardation will be the slope. This value upon this value will give us retardation. So this is the question. And the last is, find out the distance traveled. Distance traveled for from A to B. A to B जाने के लिए जो distance travel किया है. A to B के लिए कितना distance travel किया है. They are not asking about the speed or the time. They are asking about distance, and distance will be the area of the rectangle. Rectangle or square. It will be a square because both will be given. From D to E it is 6, and this we know that OF is 6, so AD will be 6 and BE will be 6. So we have to write it in a proper way. Distance from A to B will be the area of square ADE ABED. So the square will be 6 into 6. I'll first write the AB into BE, that will be equal to 6 into 6, that is 36 meters. That will be 36 meters. So from A to B it has covered a distance of 36 meters. I hope the question is easy. Don't forget to do the fifth part, that is finding the value of the retardation.